Oh, you almost had me fooled. You told me that I was nothing without you. Oh, but after everything you've done, I could thank you for how strong I have become. 'Cause you brought the flames and you pulled me through hell. I had to learn how to fight for myself, and we both know all the truth I could tell. I'll just say this is I wish you farewell. I hope you're somewhere praying. I hope your soul is changing. I hope you find your peace, falling on your knees, praying. What's going on, guys? You all here, and welcome to Confabulate, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything. I'm your host, Will Sanchez. Thank you so much for stopping by. And guys, I didn't think I was going to be able to record this episode and get this episode done. I'm currently in Vegas. I'm supposed to get ready like in an hour or two to see Adele. But this episode that you're listening to, it's probably Monday the 23rd. And I'm recording this Friday the 20th, and I ain't got nothing done, nothing recorded, nothing edited, and I've been stressed, and I've been working so much, and I don't have time to record and shit. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to bring all my recording stuff to Vegas, and I'm going to get it done over there. So here I am doing it, and I'm here with Gustavo. Say hi, Gustavo.
Hi.
I don't think you can hear him because he's pretty far, but he's here. Moral support. And today, guys, if you couldn't tell, that was Praying by Kesha, by the way. Hope you enjoyed it. I know my two other covers were a little more belt here, and I was kind of a little more singing. But Praying is, I just want to get that message out there because Praying is just a really emotional and deep song that I feel like a lot more people need to be aware of. But we'll talk about Praying later. Today we are breaking down a little album called Rainbow by Kesha. And I'm sure when you think of Kesha, you think of her other hits like TikTok and Your Love Is My Drug and what's the other one? Timber and Cannibal and what was the other one? That Die Young. She had quite a few hits, and she was a big part of my life growing up. I remember being like 10 or 11 in elementary school and middle school, and just her songs being played all over the radio. And she was just really, really cool. And I love her because she was one of those artists that just like never gave a shit what people thought of them. And she just wanted to have fun on stage with glitter, with freaking fire and dancing and screaming and stuff. And it's cool. But with this album, Rainbow, she obviously went through hell and back to make this album. I don't know if you remember, I don't really want to talk a lot about it because it's been a few years already, but the whole thing with like Dr. Luke and stuff and everything she went through to be able to make this album, she thought she was never ever going to make music again, but here she is, and she wrote this incredible album called Rainbow, which I think is one of the greatest albums, and there was no way that I was not going to break this down for you guys. So without further ado, this is Rainbow by Kesha. So some fun facts about the album. Rainbow hit number 1 on the Billboard 200, which is really great. And Rolling Stones ranked this album number 79 for the top 100 best albums of the 2010s, which is really cool. Rainbow has sold 540 copies worldwide, which is really cool because we live in a streaming world, so a lot of people don't really go out to buy CDs and vinyls and stuff and like physical copies. So she sold 540,000 copies. Rainbow got her 2 Grammy nominations, and these were her first Grammy nominations ever, which is a really cool thing. Kesha started writing this album in 2014 in a treatment center for an eating disorder. She was going through hell, y'all, and she begged this treatment center to give her a piano or a guitar or something because music is her outlet, like many musicians. music is therapy for us and music is an outlet. So she begged them to just give him a piano or something. So she got that and she started writing this album, Rainbow. She was going through a lot. I put Dr. Luke Battle unable to release music if she didn't work with him, which is true. Dr. Luke sexually assaulted Kesha, and Kesha came forward and talked about it and sued him and all that, and she lost. No one believed her, and she was still forced to work with him. She did not want to work with him, so she thought she was never going to make music again due to her contract. But she did make this album, and they were able to come to an agreement that, yes, she's still under, like, Dr. Luke's wing, but she's still able to make music and just not fully, like, have to work with him in person, even though, like, her name and his name are still, like, together in terms of, like, albums and music and stuff like that, business-wise. This album is really cool because I love albums that every single song is very different. It's kind of, like, in its own lane. I don't really like albums where it's, like, everything is just the same exact thing, and I can't really remember the difference between this song and this song. But with Rainbow, every single song is just so incredibly different, and I love it. There's some pop in here, some rock, country, alternative. Yeah, she really killed it with this album, and she can literally sing anything. And this was a cool album because she's really singing, showcasing her voice. She's not, like, all auto-tuned up and talking and rapping and stuff. She's really singing, and she has a beautiful voice and extremely talented. In my little notes here, I put rant about the Grammys. I'm not really in a mood to get pissed off right now, but I'm just going to say, I talked about the Grammys a little earlier, but she was nominated for 2 awards. And Gustavo, you can hear this because I'm still triggered to this day. So Kesha was nominated in a category called Best Pop Solo Performance in 2017, alongside Ed Sheeran for Shape of You, Kelly Clarkson for Love So Soft, Pink for What About Us, and Lady Gaga for Million Reasons. This was 2017 Grammys. Okay, Gustavo knows me very well. He just said it must have been a train wreck for me because I love them all. And I'm telling you right now, when I saw that category, I'm like, bro, these are all of my favorites in one category. How can I choose? I love them all. But honestly, I wanted its best pop solo performance, and I thought as a performance whole, I think Praying by Kesha, I think it's the best one, or A Million Reasons, Lady Gaga. I thought it was one of those two. I was tired of Shape of You. We were all tired of Shape of You. I didn't want Shape of You to win. So here we go. The Grammys show up, and I remember they're, like, announcing the award, and they're showing everyone on the screen, but Ed Sheeran wasn't there. They had a picture of him on the screen. Kelly was there, Pink, Gaga, and Kesha. And I'm like, dude, I was looking at him. I'm like, dude, they literally raised me. Like, I know all their songs. It was such a cool category. So they announced the winner, and it was Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. And he wasn't even there. It was the most awkward, disappointing thing to see 4 badass women right there, and then Ed not even being there to accept the fucking award. And I love Ed. This is coming from, like, Ed's biggest fan. But I'm just saying, I don't think Shape of You should have won that award at all. And he wasn't even there. It was like, we accept this on his behalf. When Kelly, Gaga, Pink, and Kesha are there, who would have given really beautiful speeches, by the way. But I thought Kesha was going to take it. I thought this was going to be her first Grammy. Praying was, like, a big moment. And yeah, she didn't win Best Pop Vocal Album. Ed won that also, which I wasn't shocked by. But I don't know. If you're nominated for a Grammy, show up in case you win, so they don't have to, I don't know. But anyways, I've clearly moved on from that. But I just feel like Kesha should have won. I don't know. So that's it about fun facts from Rainbow. Our track number 1 is a song called Bastards, which is written by Kesha, produced by Ricky Reed, Drew Pearson, and Nate. I should have looked up how to pronounce these last names. Nate Merceru. All right. Bastards is a song that Kesha wrote all by herself at 4 a.m. It's about, she felt so much hatred from people, and if you like to make music or make videos, or if you're like a content creator, you're gonna come across this at some point, where people just hate everything you do. They're mean, negative comments, just hating on everything you do. And then you're just going to sit by yourself and you're going to be like, damn, I didn't know people could be so cruel. Either you can be like a comedian about it, which I am now because I really don't care. Some of them are actually really funny. But Kesha wrote the song Bastards. And she said that she didn't understand why people are so fucking mean. I don't like bullies, and kindness is not overrated. It's so nice to be nice. I love that she said kindness is not overrated, which is actually shocking. I think it's way easier to be nice, and it takes so much energy to be mean and full of hatred and always in a bad mood. It takes a lot of fucking energy. So this song is just about being nice to one another. You never know how your thoughts, how your words are going to affect others. And also, she's kind of calling out the people who never believed in her. She starts it off like, I got too many people left to prove wrong. All those motherfuckers. Been too mean for too long. I'm so sick of crying. Yeah, and then the chorus is, don't let the bastards bring you down. You always do you. You do what you got to do. Live life. You be happy. And I love Bastards. That's such a cool anthem for me. And any of you who are struggling with not only like accepting yourself, but just people not... Ooh, they're kissing. That's Friends. We're watching Friends. I love Friends. I watched quite a few episodes, but I don't remember this one. It's on mute because I'm recording. Anyways, you guys are probably like, what? That's Bastards. I highly recommend checking it out. It's a really, really cool song. And I play it all the time. When people are being assholes to me, I'm like, nah, I'm going to play Bastards. It makes me feel so motivated. And yeah, our next song we have here is Let 'Em Talk featuring Eagles of Death Metal. This song is written by Kesha, James Newman, and Stuart Crichton, produced by Kesha and Stuart Crichton. I love that she produced this also. It's very similar to like that same message from Bastards. Let them talk. Let the haters talk. Let them do what they got to do. You keep doing your thing. Life is too short. Be happy. Let the haters do what they got to do. But she wrote this about not caring about what people think and what they say, letting go of the control, and letting the haters do whatever they do best, and that's just talk. Let them talk, dance, live life. Very similar to Bastards. I'm not really going to go much into Let 'Em Talk, but it is more rocky. It's a rock song, but it's really cool. It's really cool, and you can dance to it, and I love the energy that she gives, and it's a really, really cool song, so please check out Let 'Em Talk. Check out every song, but Let 'Em Talk is really cool. Our next song that we have here, Woman. All right. So Woman is written by Kesha and Stephen Rabel, produced by Brody Brown and Drew Pearson. It is the third single from Rainbow. It hit number 96 on the Billboard Hot 100. It hit number 1 on the Billboard Dance Club Songs. They played this song in the movie A Bad Mom's Christmas and also Birds of Prey when Harley Quinn at the end of it was walking looking like a fucking badass, and they played this song, and I'm like, yes, Woman by Kesha. Kesha wrote this because in the past few years, she has never felt more like a woman than now. She felt very empowered, very powerful, and she wanted to write this anthem for all women that you don't need a man to do the things that you want to do. You can do whatever the fuck you want, and that you're a badass. She felt the strength and awesomeness and the power of being a female, and it's an anthem, and it's really, really cool. She can buy her own drinks, she can drive her own car, she can pay her own rent, she can do anything. She doesn't need a man to do it, and it's a really, really fucking cool song. And the music video, when they're in the club, and oh my god, I have a funny story about this. I think Aaliyah was probably, album came out 2017. Aaliyah was like 4. My little sister Aaliyah was like 4. We were doing a road trip. I think we were driving to LA for some reason, and we stopped for a bathroom break. Did you hear that? Is someone coming in? Oh, okay. I thought we were about to die. Aaliyah came out of the bathroom. I think we were playing Rainbow in the car, and I think this song was playing, and then when Aaliyah came back from the bathroom, she's like, I'm a woman, motherfucker. And as a 4-year-old should not be fucking saying that. But deep down inside, I was proud. My mom looked at me, she's like, this is your fault. You were playing Kesha. And I'm like, hey, if she likes the song, she likes the song. And Woman is really cool. Also, you can check out my carpool karaoke with, I think it was Brianna. We did Woman in the car. And it's a really cool song. I was interested to see how they were going to play this song on the radio, because literally the whole chorus is, I'm a motherfucking woman, I'm a motherfucker. It's cussing all the time. But they changed it really well. Like the remix, it was like, I'm a woman. She did good with the remix. And yeah, so that's Woman. It's a pretty big song, actually. I'll be surprised if y'all haven't heard it. Yeah, I love the horns. I love the bridge where she flips her head voice and her chest voice back and forth, back and forth. She did such a good job with this song. I just got anxious about Adele. I just remembered that I'm seeing Adele in like 3 hours, and I'm over here sitting down looking like a plátano. 2 hours. Show starts at 8, but I'm getting ready in like an hour. Yeah, but out here looking like I got run over by a train, and here recording and still working, doing my thing. That was Woman. I love the horns. I love her voice in it. The choreography. Really, really cool song. Our next song is Hymn. Not him as in boy. It's Hymn, which I had to do a little more research on what like a hymn is. Turns out it's like more like church songs that they do, or like a hymn, something that you strive for, or like you believe in. That you're always, it could either be like religious or just something that you're motivated by day in and day out. Ay, Dios mío. So Hymn was written by Kesha, Johnny Price, Kara Salimando, Phoebe Sobert. Right, and that's Kesha's mom, actually. Kesha's mom is a songwriter, been writing songs her whole life, and Kesha became Musically and wanted to write also. So they've been writing together all of Kesha's career, which is really cool. And also written by Eric Frederick, produced by Ricky Reed and Johnny Price. Hymn is dedicated to all of the idealistic people around the world who refuse to turn their backs on progress, love, and equality. This song is for the people who don't feel like they fit in, people who don't care, people who don't, my bad, people who feel like they don't fit in, and also people who don't have a hymn. And a hymn could be praise, celebration, something to be proud of, either praise God or something like that. What else? That's what Hymn is all about. And I love it because it's for people who feel different, who feel like they can't fit in. Those people in school who just like have friends, but you have to change who you are in order to fit in or to be seen as the same. I struggled with that my whole life, like fitting in with other people, trying to do this, do that, or be thought highly of, or just for everyone to like me when I'm just very different. So Hymn is a really cool song for all those people who just feel like they don't belong, basically. Yeah, and Hymn, I think, was the second or third song that she released before the album came out. I love every song here. I'm not going to talk bad about any song. Every song on this album is so good. Yeah, this is a hymn for the hymnless. Kids with no religion. Yeah, we keep on singing. Yeah, we keep on sinning. Flying on the highway. Yeah, we do it our way. We don't care what the world says. Yeah, I love it. Our next track here. Our next track here is Praying. Big song. This is the song I sang for you in the beginning. Praying was written by Kesha and Ryan Lewis. If you remember Ryan Lewis, do you remember Macklemore and Ryan Lewis? They had like Thrift Shop and Same Love and Can't Hold Us. They were really big, and then they parted ways. So that's Ryan Lewis. He wrote Praying with Kesha, and also Andrew Jocelyn and Ben Abraham. Produced by Ryan Lewis and John Castelli. Like I said, it was nominated for Best Pop Solo Performance at the 2018 Grammys. Kesha performed this live at The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, The Ellen Show, Good Morning America, and the 2018 Grammys, which that performance in the Grammys is one of the best ever. She had BB Rexa, Cyndi Lauper, Camila Cabello, Andra Day, Julia Michaels, had all these women join her on stage to sing Praying. And it was a really powerful moment for Kesha. An amazing performance if you haven't listened to it or watched it. Praying hit number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it got two times platinum. And she has sold a total of 2 million for Praying, which is cool. 2 million in sales. This song is about coming to feel empathy for someone, even if they hurt you or scare you. It's a song about learning to be proud of that person you are, even during the low moments when you feel alone. It's also about hoping everyone, even someone who hurt you, can heal, which is a really powerful perspective, because someone can really hurt you and like fuck up your life and make you feel like shit. But Kesha, instead of revenge or making them feel how she felt or getting back at them, she hopes that they pray, because eventually everything's gonna turn out for them, either in a good way or in a bad way. She hopes they heal. She hopes they become a better individual. Yeah, I always say, like, aim higher. You're way more better than this. And she just hopes that they become better, which I love that. It's obviously about Dr. Luke, who hurt her and destroyed her and, ruined her life. But instead of, doing other things, she just, like, wrote this song and was like, yeah, you ruined my life, but I hope you're just somewhere praying. I hope you're going to change. I hope you find your peace, falling on your knees. Yeah, praying is just incredible. I love the bridge. Sometimes I pray for you at night. Maybe you'll see the light. Someday you're gonna, yeah. Oh, someday you're gonna live. I forgot that part. But some things only God can forgive. Yeah, that's praying. And it's one of the hardest songs ever to sing. Coming from Kesha, of all people. She can really sing this song. And she hits a whistle register in it. And belting. And Kesha is just phenomenal. Why don't you listen to TikTok and all that, and then listen to Praying, and you're gonna be like, whoa, Kesha, she had this all along. Yeah, that's Praying. Our next song here is Learn to Let Go. Learn to Let Go was written by Kesha and Stuart Crichton and Phoebe Server. Oh my god, my throat's dry. Produced by Ricky Reed and Stuart Crichton. And wow, I love the notes that I put here in the notebook. It says, go to picture in the phone for song explanation, because I do have it here in my phone. Okay. Kesha was inspired to write Learn to Let Go by one of her friends who went through the worst childhood imaginable. The track was the first to be written for the album, and was also based on Kesha's struggle with making Rainbow. The only way to truly evolve is to let the past be the past, and move forward with an open heart. If you let your demons haunt you, they will haunt you forever. Learn from your mistakes, but don't dwell on them. If you feel like someone has wronged you, let that be their problem, not yours. As much as our past creates who we are, we can't let it define us or hold us back. And especially if you've been through something hard, and we all have, you can't hold on to the resentment, because it's like a poison. You have to learn to let go of those bad feelings and move forward. Isn't that amazing, what Kesha just said? And learn to let go. It's like that sense of freedom and happiness that I'm finally going to move on, and I'm going to do me. Yeah, you wronged me. Yeah, you fucked me up. That's your problem now. You know what you did. I'm going to let you dwell on that. You deal with that. I'm going to live my life. And sometimes you got to show people that it didn't affect you at all. I'm happy. I'm still doing my thing, even after what you did to me. So Learn to Let Go is really cool. Yeah. I love Learn to Let Go in the chorus. Yeah, the past can't haunt me if I don't let it. And then in the second verse, she says, always telling me that it's all my fault. You were telling me, no, you're not that strong. Talking about how these people told her she ain't shit. But she doesn't care. She's still gonna do her thing. And that's what I love about Learn to Let Go. Each and every single one of us, we need to learn to let go of the past, learn to let go of everything that we're holding on to. Stop thinking about it. Stop stressing about it. And you gotta learn to let it go. Next song is Finding You. Finding You was written by Kesha, Eric Frederick, Justin Tranter, produced by Ricky Reed. This song, I'm quoting Kesha, this song is about my belief that we have soul groups, and when I die, I want to find the people I love in the next lifetime. One lifetime is not enough. When you love someone so deeply, it hurts. Hell the fuck yeah. I fucking love that. Finding You, she's in love, but she doesn't want this life to be over. She wants to be with them forever, forever, forever. And I think Finding You is such a cute song. The guitar in it. And she experiments a lot with her voice in this song. She flips her head. No, forever don't exist. And she flips and she belts. And she has a lot of character to her voice. The way she holds on to the words with a lot of vibrato and a rasp and just character and personality to her voice that I didn't know that she had. Finding You is really, really great and a cool message to those of you who have partners or in relationships. Listen to Finding You, and you could probably relate to it. So that's Finding You. I love Finding You. Our next song that we have here is Rainbow, which is the title track of the album, written by Kesha and produced by Ben Folds and Rob Moose. Rainbow was the first song that she wrote for the album while she was in rehab for an eating disorder, which I think I talked about earlier on. Rainbow was, I'm going to quote her again, Rainbow was my promise and my letter to myself that things would get better, because at the end of every storm comes a rainbow. I love that. She hit rock bottom, y'all. She was in rehab. She was in the treatment center. And she wrote Rainbow. This is the song that she wrote when I told you that she wanted a piano or some kind of instrument so she can write. She wrote Rainbow. She's like, there's no way I'm going to be like this forever. There's no way I'm going to let this ever happen again. I'm going to become better. I'm going to find myself. And I'm going to become a whole different person. Yeah. And then I have more info on Rainbow here. And I'm going to be quoting her here. For the past couple of years, color has been symbolic of hope for me. I don't think it is a coincidence that it is also symbolic for the LGBTQ community. A sign of freedom to be yourself and celebrate who you are, no matter what anyone else thinks. I've been trying to bring more color into my life because that light brings me more happiness and more joy, and it makes me feel more youthful and more childlike. I want to reconnect with that part of myself. I love Rainbow. It's really cool. And if you watch the music video, you see her like recording in the studio, but then like all these colors pop out of nowhere. This song is about life. It's about happiness. It's about finally finding yourself. And literally the first line of the song is, I used to live in the darkness, dressed in black, act so heartless, but now I see that colors are everything. Now she has colors everywhere. She wears colors. She loves it. And not to saying that, like, I love wearing black too, even when I'm happy, but it was just more of how she was feeling and how she was dealing with it. And yeah, Rainbow is the title track of the album, and it's a beautiful song, and I know a lot of people resonate with it. And I almost sang it for this episode. So that was Rainbow. Our next song is a song called Hunt You Down, written by Kesha and Richard Knowles, produced by Richard Knowles. And basically Kesha listened to a bunch of country, and she listened to this one country song where the man was going to kill his girlfriend for cheating. So she wrote a very similar song about a girl who's going to kill her man because he cheated on her. Did you hear that, Gustavo? So basically, Kesha wrote this song, Hunt You Down, just telling her man, like, hey, you ever cheat on me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna beat your ass. But also, Kesha was listening to the song, and this male musician wrote a song about to kill his girlfriend because she cheated. Kesha's like, all right, so if you can kill a girl for cheating, I can kill a guy for cheating too. That's basically what Hunt You Down is. And I wish I could say I'm joking or it's, sugarcoating it. But that's exactly what it's about. I mean, I'm sure she's not going to, like, kill him. But I'm just sure she just wrote this to kind of, like, scare him off. Or, like, you do some weird shit or you fuck me over, like, you're going to see the consequences, basically. That's Hunt You Down. It's a country song. Yeah, it's very country-y. If you're not a fan of country, still listen to it because I'm sure you're going to like it. It's not like... Because I like country, but I don't like the country where they're talking about riding horses and, like, drinking beer and stuff. Gustavo, it's, like, no point. I like the country that tells a story and it's moving and it's very, I don't know, actually good. Not like, I'll be your shot of whiskey, I'll be your chicken wing, I'll be a short and steady, I'll be a honeybee. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that was Hunt You Down. Our next song we have here is Boogie Feet, featuring Eagles of Death Metal once again, written by Kesha, Drew Pearson, and Phoebe I don't know how to say that name. I'm just going to say Phoebe. Produced by Drew Pearson. This song is about dancing. Dancing is Kesha's liberation. Her boogie feet are all that she needs to be happy. Also, I can't believe they played this song in the Dora movie, but they did. There was a movie about Dora, and they used this song in the movie, which was so fucking cool. And there's another movie that played it, I want to say sometime last year, but I couldn't find it anywhere, and I don't remember the name of it. But this song was played. This song is all about dancing. It's all about, are you scared of these boogie feet? This is probably the only song in the album that kind of, I don't want to say it's pointless or has no message or intentions, but it just, sometimes I skip it, sometimes I don't. It's literally what it sounds like. It's boogie feet, it's about dancing. And it's another one of those rock songs. This is the second rock song that she's done. But the first one is better. Boogie Feet, it depends on my mood. Yeah, so that's Boogie Feet. Our next song that we have here is Boots. Boots was written by Kesha and Eric Frederick, Roger Shayahad, and Justin Tranter. Produced by Ricky Reed, Nate Merceru, and Roger. People with these NAS names, y'all. Chahayad. Kesha is basically giving up her playgirl ways for one particular guy. It's just a young, fun, and I'm quoting her, it's a young, fun, being naked in your boots, boogie love song. It's basically a love song to her man, basically. Okay? No, her man's not Chris Hemsworth. No. What is that line? I know you love me wearing nothing but your boots. It's really cool. And then, yeah, she gets kind of sexual, kind of like flirty, kind of like a little freaky towards the end. I don't know if I want to say it. I know some of my family members listen to this. I'm not going to say what she says. You can listen to it yourself. But that's what Boots is. She just wants to wear her man's boots. She wants to get freaky deaky with him, basically. And that's all I'm going to say about Boots. The next song we have here is Old Flames, Can't Hold a Candle to You, featuring the legendary Dolly Parton. So this was written by Hugh Moffat and Phoebe. So this song was by a country artist in the 70s called Hugh, which he was the writer in here. And after about 10 or 15 years, Dolly Parton covered this song, probably like in 1985, almost 90 or something like that. She covered the song and it became a massive hit. It became number one in the country charts, in the country radio. And then Kesha covered this song in like 2013, which is really beautiful, her version of it. So, and then here comes Rainbow in 2017, and Kesha wanted to do another version of Old Flames Can't Hold a Candle to You, and she asked Dolly Parton if she wanted to be a part of it, because those are like the only two artists that ever cover that song. So they came together to do their own version of it. It's a really beautiful song. It is produced by Kesha and Phoebe and Drew Pearson. And this song is about sharing a glance with an ex, but instead of lighting that fire once again, you let it pass, since the previous lovers can't compare to the current one. Which I thought I thought this would be just like a kind of a given. Like, if I see my ex, why would I want to start something with them again if I'm with someone else? I'm just saying in a situation, Gustavo. I'm not saying whatever. Yeah, like, if I'm dating someone and if I see my ex, I'm not trying to get back with my ex if I'm with someone. But if I'm single and I see my ex, it depends how it ends. Maybe I want to, like, kick their ass. But I don't think I want to. It depends on the situation. But the way Kesha explained it, it's kind of like making a decision. Yeah, I'm not going to get back with my ex because they don't compare to the man that I have now. And I'm like, I fucking hope so. Or his boots. So that's Old Flames Can't Hold a Candle to You. And Dolly Parton sounds magnificent in this fucking song. And she can hit some notes. At her age, she must be in her 80s, 80-something. And she's still hitting those notes. And Kesha doing her thing too. But I think Dolly carried. But it's country-ish, but it has more of a rock kind of flavor to it. So that's Old Flames Can't Hold a Candle to You. Gustavo, you might want to hear the meaning of this next song. This next song is called Godzilla. Written by Kesha and Phoebe and Clara Wilkinson and Nathan. Produced by Ricky Reed and Drew Pearson. So, in their words, the point of the song is all about judgment. Everyone assumes Godzilla is going to be bad, but he could be the opposite. Godzilla could be a metaphor for somebody being gay or another race or just representing anything that scares people. Basically, this is a love song. So Kesha has the song Godzilla like she's in love with him. What do you get when you take Godzilla to the mall? He scares all the kids, eats all the food. That's what you get when you take Godzilla to the mall. But then in the bridge, she's like, everyone else is running and screaming, but I just love being with you. I guess they don't see all the things that I'm seeing that make you so uniquely you. She's in love with this Godzilla, this person that is scary, that does crazy shit, whatever it could be. And then she ends it, what do you get when you meet Godzilla and fall in love? So she is the only one that sees the good in this person when you listen to the song. But their intentions with writing it is like, never judge people without getting to know them, basically. And they use Godzilla as the metaphor for this song. What do you think, Gustavo? He said it's interesting. That's all he has to say about it. It's interesting. It depends what you think about it. Because it's kind of like all over the place. Like I see where they were going with it. But just they used Godzilla and they're like used it literally. And I'm like, yeah, you can't compare Godzilla. I don't know. They could have went a different path with it, but either way, Godzilla is really cool. I think it's just an acoustic guitar, and Kesha sounds really good in it. So it could be a little cute song. And we have one more song here to end the album, and it's a song called Spaceship. And this song actually means a lot to me. Spaceship was written by Kesha and Drew Pearson and Phoebe. It is produced by Drew Pearson. And again with my notes, picture on phone, the third one. I will read what Kesha said about Spaceship, and then I will say what I have to say about it. Do I gotta read all this? All right. So she said, I'm a little bit of an empath and fragile heart for this world. Oh no, I zoomed out. I hope that when we die, that I will just travel up into space and find my soul friends, and we'll just float out in the ether in space together. And at the end of the record, it's like the spaceship is taking off back into space. I feel like maybe, because I feel weird down here, maybe I'll feel at home finally back up there. This is Kesha's mom's favorite song that she's written, Spaceship. The song represents how I feel about life. Blah, 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 blah. And basically, Kesha went on a hiking trip to Joshua Tree, and she saw a bunch of spaceships. She's kind of obsessed with the aliens. But when you listen to the song, this song is really cool. For once again, with Him, the song Him. To those of you who feel different, who feel like you don't belong, this spaceship song is cool because Kesha basically feels like she doesn't belong here on Earth. She doesn't fit in. And she's hoping for one day for the spaceship to just come and take her away, whether it's when she dies or whatever, so she can finally feel at peace and be with the people that she feels comfortable with or feels seen. So I like that part of it. And visually, when you listen to the song, you just paint like a fucking picture in your head, because she does a really, really great job of talking about exactly how she feels, but with like the sound effects that she makes, like I just read to you, that this at the end of the song, it's literally a spaceship like going to take off, leaving, and that's how the album ends. And yeah, sometimes like we just feel a little weird, we're a little too different and crazy, or just seen differently, and she just wants that spaceship to just come and take her away so she can finally be her true self. And that was Spaceship, and that was the end of Rainbow by Kesha. It's a bunch of shit that goes on, but she wrote every song except for the Can't Hold Flames, but she wrote every song came from the heart. The first half is basically everything that she went through personally, and then the other ones she just wanted to get a little more fun with it and a little more like into her life. This song is great. I mean, this album is great. This album is a really, really cool album, and means a lot to me. I know every single song, and I wish I would have gone to this concert. I think she went during the summer, and I think I was in Puerto Rico or something, but then she went on tour again with Macklemore, and I actually love Macklemore, and I don't know why I didn't go for some reason. I don't think I was driving back then. I don't even know. But I still haven't seen her. I had tickets to see Kesha literally March of 2020. And then COVID hit, and I got my refund, and I never saw Kesha. I was supposed to see her in San Jose. But I love her. She's really, really cool. And also, I talked about her voice and how she's very talented vocally. But as a songwriter, she's written every single song you've heard of hers on the radio or whatever she wrote. And she's written a ton of songs for other artists too. Yeah, Kesha's really cool. And also, I didn't explain before, Kesha, the S in her name had a $sign. And now there's no more $sign because she feels like she's kind of done with that little poppy, pop princess, bubblegum, whatever the hell, pop. And now she's regrown, and I think she's 34, 35. So no more $sign. Also a good album that you can check out is High Road. Not all of it's good. It's not as good as, it's like a mixture. It's a mixture of Rainbow and then her previous work in the beginning. Because people were talking shit about her. They're like, yo, you're too sad. And this new Rainbow album, way too fucking sad. We want the old Kesha back. And then Kesha's like, bro, nothing's ever good enough for people. So she made this High Road album, and she combined the two. She had like the poppy 2010s kind of vibe, but then she had like some real music, like real like songs where she's really singing, and it was really, really cool. She has some really good ones like Shadow and Cowboy Blues and Resentment and Father Daughter Dance. There's a lot of good ones there. But yeah, anyways, that's Rainbow by Kesha. Hopefully you can listen to it. Hopefully you like it and check it out. And I'm glad that I finished recording. Now I can fucking start getting ready and don't have to worry about this shit anymore. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Next week we have last year I did an episode my Grammy predictions with Andrew. So I did it again with him. We're going to give you our predictions for the Grammys for this year. And yeah, so that's it for next week. And that's it for this episode. Also, I'm turning 23 on... Is it going to be... No, not yet. On the 31st. Turning 23 on the 31st, finally. So, it's going to be a big month for me. So, anyways, thank you so much for checking out Confabulate. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next week. Bye.